Oh, that was Jay Webster. He's been on the podcast before. He wrote the book You Don't Have to Read This. He's a great storyteller, has an article in the Bartlesville magazine once a month. And yeah, so I asked him to share a Valentine Day story because I knew he would have one. And so I really appreciate that, Jay. And don't worry about giving away the ending at the end of Titanic. I think we all know what happened. But yeah, that's hilarious. Nudity youth group, a ticket, and a 3 hour movie. That's, but yeah, by the time you walk out of the movie, people are bawling. I mean, we went to go see Titanic. People, there was one person in that theater that was inconsolable. Anyway, they were just boohooing, and the whole mood in that theater was just uh, we were just ravaged and sad and horrified and a sense of loss and tragedy. But it's a good movie, and that's what it was intended to do. So James Cameron, good job. But yeah, it's probably not the best movie to go to on Valentine's Day. It is if you stop in the middle of it, but if you go all the way to the end, man, you are in for a ride. As far as Valentine's Day goes, I don't like Valentine's Day or any other holiday where I have to perform. And what I mean by that is there's this expectation that corporations, Hallmark and chocolate companies and candy companies have conjured up and just promoted and scaled over the years. Uh, the expectation is that you need to perform, you need to get in on this, you need to get the candy for Halloween, you need to get the cards and candy and dinner reservations. And so you go to a dinner reservation on Valentine's Day, which is the worst day to go out to eat because everybody else is doing the same thing. So there's no enjoyment there. If you ask anybody in the restaurant business if they enjoy working on Valentine's Day or what was the other one? There was another holiday that's just murder. Um, anyway, I know Valentine's Day, but Easter, I think it is. It's tough, man. People, you're turning those tables and you're working hard on Valentine's Day. There's a lot of pent up emotion and stress. And it's not my idea of a good time. So we don't go out to eat on Thanksgiving Day because unless you want in on all of that, it's probably best to stay away. So if the whole crowd's going this way, I like to go this way. If they're going all right, I want to go left because that means I have to deal with less people, less crowds, less stress. So generally, on holidays, I'm all for doing something else, or if nothing at all. That's not to say I'm not about promoting love and my relationship for and with my wife. I heard a uh, story about Jack Benny, the old time radio comedian, something that he did after he died for his wife, Mary Livingston. And when I heard this, I was like, wow, that is really great. That is so intentional, so purposeful. And anyway, so just take a listen to it and we'll come right back. So yeah, that's just so awesome. And when I heard that and I decided that I want to do something like that. I can't afford to send a rose every day uh, for a very long time, if even just a short time. But I could do a rose a week. So I arranged for our florist to deliver a long stem red rose to my wife, either here at the house or at the school where she works. And I've been doing that for several years now. And it's a, I love doing that. She has not tired of getting the rose on Fridays. Her friends all ooh and ah every time she gets one. They all know she's going to get one next Friday, but they still act like it's the first time they've ever seen someone do something like that. So we do Valentine's all year. We do Valentine's all year, once a week. Just a good little reminder, and that works for us. So on Valentine's Day, there's everybody else is freaking out and getting cards and candy and doing what everybody else is doing, not because they love their wife or husband or significant other partner. It's because there's this expectation, and then the other party gets mad if they don't get something. So blah 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 blah. So we just do our own thing, but we do it every week for 50, 52 weeks in the year. And we like it that way. So there's my Valentine's Day story. And I hope you have a good Valentine's Day, whether you're going out to eat or you've carved out a tradition for yourself. Forget the masses, forget the crowd. Do your thing, do you. Celebrate Valentine's in August. And why do it once a year? Well, it's because, corporate America wants you to spend that money, baby. So, actually, I do better than that. I spend it all year. So, that's it. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you love the show. Speaking of love, if you do like the show, let me know. Scott at scotttownsend.info. Leave a review, write a comment, ask me a question if you have a question. I really appreciate the fans that we have and would love to interact with you. And if there's something that you need to know or have a question about something I've said or a guest has said, I'd love to hear from you and answer that question. So, you guys have a great, I really appreciate you guys and appreciate the fans that we have, our small little fan base of family and friends and a few strangers out there. Not strangers, you're fans of the Scott Townsend show, so you're not a stranger. Tell friends about it, share it, like it, subscribe. You got you know the drill. So anyway, for Valentine's Day, this is Scott Townsend. Have a great day. Everything's going to be all right. And we'll talk to you later.